I think his answer was that you just wanted the document to be marked as an exhibit for the prosecution.
That is the manifestation we're going to make, Mr. President, because I was instructed by our lead prosecutor that after conference last night, the panel has decided that we will adopt the witness as our own with respect to the evidence, the documents that he presented yesterday as to 8 accounts, Mr. President.
All right?
And that they will be marked as evidence for the prosecution.
Whatever that witness stated yesterday, you are bound by his statements.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. President.
All the declarations, statements, admissions made by her and by him. Which one of the witnesses that were presented yesterday would you adopt as your witness?
The President who submitted the certifications as to 8 other bank accounts, Mr. President.
And how about the statement of the bank manager?
I've been instructed that it's only with respect to the President as far as the documents that they presented.
Only the statement of the President of the bank and the documents that he used as a part of his testimony.
Yes, Mr. President, respecting 8 bank accounts of the respondent, Mr.
Counsel
President.
for the defense.
If Your Honor, please, this is one of the pitfalls that I notice in our process of trial, Your Honor, because the witness on the stand was under direct examination of the Honorable Presiding Officer and the member, senators of this court, Your Honor. Now, if this witness is now being adopted on the basis of what had been on the questions, whether direct or cross, Your Honor, which had been propounded or made by any member of this court, and most especially the presiding officer, Your Honor, then they are relieved of the burden of undergoing introduction through direct examination, Your Honor.
To shorten this, would you object to the adoption by the prosecution of the bank president as their witness only in relation to the document that they wanted to mark?
We are constrained to object, Your Honor. We are sorry that we cannot accommodate the prosecution on grounds of due process, Your Honor. The witness had not been examined by them. The examination was done by a member of this court and the Honorable Presiding Judge, Your Honor.
That is true. That's why
we can. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That is true. That's why yesterday I directed your private counsel, member of your panel, whether he was adopting the witness as his witness with respect to that document. But the witness was not his witness anymore because you finished your direct and redirect examination of that witness. He was discharged, and yet he said that he had an authority to back up his statement that they can mark the document coming from that witness who was presented for examination by a member of this court. So, did you have a backup jurisprudence on this claim?
I was told by them that they were willing to and ready to submit a memorandum, Mr. President, but after due deliberation and conference, they decided that to abbreviate the proceedings, we will just adopt the witness as far as...
You have to show us the propriety of doing what you want to be done.
Yes, Mr. President, we will
abide. I cannot remember in any of my trials that could be done after you discharge your witness.
We will submit, Mr. President.
So,
Okay, Mr. President, we are now ready for the continuation of the presentation of evidence by the prosecution.
Mr. President, may we call on the representative of BPI who is appearing here in lieu of Mrs. Dizon who gave birth, Mr. President.
All right. This is your witness, huh?
Yes, Mr. President.
What's the purpose of this witness?
May I call on the private prosecutor who will handle the direct examination of the witness to make the offer, Mr. President.
With the kind permission of the Honorable
Attorney
Court.
Arthur Lim, Mr. President.
There was similar manifestation made yesterday, Your Honor, and the Honorable Presiding Judge ruled that what we need is Mrs. Dizon and not a substitute of Mrs. Dizon, because I believe that the questions that will be propounded to her will be personal in character. That was the ruling of the
personal
Honorable...
knowledge of Mrs. Dizon.
Yes, Your Honor, exclusively within the knowledge of Mrs.
Yeah.
Dizon.
That's correct.
May we make a manifestation, Your Honor?
What is your manifestation?
We respectfully disagree with the defense counsel because our understanding is that the witness who will testify today, who is the authorized representative of BPI Ayala branch, will be merely identifying documents that were required by the Honorable Impeachment Court. It is not to testify on a matter based on personal knowledge. Specifically, Your Honor, the documents in issue or in to be brought and produced now are the monthly bank statements, which the Honorable Presiding Officer specifically directed the bank to produce.
All right. Your request is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we call on
You call the witness.
Please stand, Madam Witness. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in these impeachment proceedings?
Yes, I do.
So help you God.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Will you kindly state your name, address, and occupation, ma'am?
I am Mara Davac Arcilia, 31 years old, married, with office address at BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch in Ayala Avenue, Makati City. I am the assistant branch manager of BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch.
Your Honor, please record in relation to the recall of this witness by the Honorable Court.
Has he testified before? Why are
Not recall, Your Honor,
Why are you saying recall this witness?
of a BPI officer, Your Honor. It was supposed to be the branch manager. I withdraw that, Your
Be
Honor.
careful with your statements here.
Yes, Your Honor. In connection with the testimony of the witness now, may we...
Wait a minute. Are you presenting this witness for the first time?
Yes, Your Honor,
All
as
right.
a BPI representative.
All right. Then don't say that he is being recalled to the witness stand.
I'm sorry for that, Your Honor.
Yeah. Now, place her under oath. Has she been placed under oath? All right. Proceed to ask the question.
Yes, Your Honor, but we are just indicating that we are respectfully offering the testimony of this witness to prove the monthly balances of the various BPI accounts of the respondent.
To prove the monthly balances, then prove that she has knowledge about those monthly balances.
Yes, Your Honor.
Qualify her.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Will you tell the Honorable Court your position in the bank again?
I am the assistant branch manager of BPI Ayala Avenue SGB branch, sir.
Will you state your duties and responsibilities?
My main function in the branch is cashiering.
Why are you before the Honorable Court today?
Sir, I was asked to bring and to submit the documents requested by this Honorable Court from Ms. Dizon.
For Ms. Dizon.
For Ms. Dizon, yes, Your Honor.
Why for Ms. Dizon? If you are qualified to testify, why are you using the term for Ms. Dizon.
Uh,
Counsel, qualify your witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Will you explain to the Honorable Court where Mrs. Dizon is right now?